Hi, everyone. This is your Sifu right here at Chi Nature and Tina Dragon Taoism channel. And today we're continuing on the 5 poison Gu magic. So today we are on to the third one, the centipede. The centipede magic. Gong. Okay, so what's so special about this? You see, centipede had so many legs, right? And so this describe the property of what the magic will do. It's not actually you take, that ugly thing and put it in the pot and then okay, not like that at all. Not like that. You don't need the actual bug, okay? It's a metaphor. Come on. So what are you doing with centipede magic? Well, let's say, okay, what happened if you got a centipede magic cast on you by someone? So you will always go near that person. You want to be entangled to that person. And then, like the centipede, it wraps it around, right? Entangle itself around with the subject. And so you will be not able to control yourself and always stick around something. For example, you're a girl and this guy casted a centipede magic on you. Okay. Sometimes it's the reverse, but anyway. So girl and boy, right, they're like, A and B, two-person. So the girl got the centipede magic cast on her. What happened is she will then somehow be attracted to always check out this boy. Maybe it's physically sticking around, always like, oh, look, or maybe she'll be like checking his Facebook page, his related things. Sometimes people just cannot control themselves. It's like, go on the page. Like my daily routine is to look at this guy's Facebook page. I don't even know why. Yeah. Centipede magic in action. It can be done naturally by people too. Yeah. And what does that actually do then? Well, because you're outside of that person or thing, right? Their energies is around at the outside of you. So it affects the inside of you. That means you will have your thinking energy be mixing with his or her energy, okay? And because of that, you will most likely be more aligned with the other person thought and thinking logic and pattern. There are so many good ways to use it and so many bad ways to use this. So naturally, loving couples or they're just beginning a date, okay, they will cast a centipede magic on each other's. For example, they make a little bracelet and they put it on each other's hand. And what does that do? Like, it's just a string. You might feel like it's so stupid, so childish. You're playing with strings and all these cheap things and it doesn't really mean anything. No, you're wrong. Okay. For example, this is a string. Okay. I make something with it for you. And what I want is you always think about me and you make yours, so I think about you, right? So you want to make this for the other person. Now, when you request that to happen, your Yun San, your spiritual planetary body, will rain down its power on here. And this will contain what we call the D3 energy, which is your spiritual energy that make people have ideas. So this energy right here with the thing. Now, I give it to the other person. They put it around their wrist, right? So it's always outside of them. As this stays on them, from time to time, the other person will always think of them. And somehow, like, oh, I think of you again, like that. And uncontrollably, your logic, like the way you think about things, will be more and more alike. And that way, you will be more harmonized, less likely to fight and argue over things because you think more alike. It's very fun when you think about it this way. If couples always argue, with each other's, it's like, you don't understand me. I try to explain it. You don't understand. Okay? You both should get something or give something to each other that sticks to them all the time. Right? So that's why the man would like to buy jewelries for the woman, and the woman might buy something like clothing for the man and whatever, right? Like that. And because of that, the two of them will be more aligned with the thought and will have less arguments and fight. This is a good way of doing it. Okay? Well, what about the bad way? Let's say there's this guy who is very manipulative, and he really wants that woman. Okay? He will find all kinds of way to just like entangle on her like a centipede, stick around her, stalk around, like just drive to her house and just stay around there for 2 hours. You see, a lot of creeps are like that. And that's a natural way of them being the centipede. And they will even leave their things on your properties. They will be like, okay, let me leave a tissue here, a cup here, something that you don't even know it's their stuff, but they will put it there. Okay? So there are things on your property, and it's like just sticking around you. It's like a centipede. It sticks around. You don't even need to know it's there. But because it is there, that thing will slowly soak into your internal energies, and it will make you like change the way you think. So a lot of brainwashing magic is like that. People will throw something at you or around you in your house, or maybe they will find a way, just to sneak things to you so that you'll put it around you. You'll put it in your house. You'll put it in your bag, right? A lot of those things are like that. There are some organizations, and they naturally know what to do. They want you to always be aligned with them. So, for example, like they want you to always think like them. So we're going to save the teddy bear, or what? Teddy bear? Polar bear. We're always going to save the polar bear. Okay. And so on. So they want you to think alike. They will send gifts to you. Oh, there goes a custom printed pen, or maybe a card, or a little award badge, or a little stuffy animal, or a keychain. Little things, right? And then they put it there, and it sticks around. It will affect the way they think. It's not like, I want you to think of this, then you will be like that. But it's like they harmonize the energy between the two parties. So you will be more alike with the other side. And that's how a lot of marketing and stuff is done naturally. If you go to like conventions and things like that, they always hand out stuff, right? A brochure, a business card, things that you will keep with you as long as you put it around you in the house, it will affect you. So if you don't want to be affected, you got to throw that thing away, because that is a centipede. So for magic wise, if you want to do strong centipede magic, right, just by putting that thing there, one time energy investment is very weak. So for magic, we often use a bigger power source, such as the altar, the lineage power, and we collect a bunch of those powers over time. Not like one day of power, but maybe like 49 days of power into one package. Now that thing has much more power. So if you want to cast a centipede magic on someone else, let's say, for example, I am going to this place to sell books, and I want to gift out little gifts to people so that it will be like a centipede, okay, making them think about coming back and so on. You can use a food talisman Okay, that full talisman you can get from our website, teenyadragon.com. And you can burn the full talisman over the gifts. And so that is send that special power from our altar to here to be the centipede power source. That way, it's much, much, much more powerful than yourself doing it. So there you go. Centipede Magick. If you want to know more, make sure you comment below or go to our website, teenyadragon.com. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.